Summer is upon us and everybody's heading outside for their activities. Whether it's gardening or hiking or whatever you want to do, let's make sure we do it in the safest way possible. One of the things I see a lot of people for every summer is poison ivy. Now we're in Oklahoma, so it's more common, but in the United States we can also see poison oak and poison sumac. And so it's important to familiarize yourself with what these little mischievous plants look like. We all remember our moms and grandmas telling us, leaves of 3, let it be. So know what those leaves look like and stay away. About 50 to 75% of the population is sensitized to these different plant oils. It's the oil from the plant that causes the problem. And this oil can stay on surfaces for years if it's undisturbed. So getting rid of the plants is good, but getting rid of anything that it may have come into contact with is important too. Pets can also carry the oils inside. If they've been running around out in the woods and then come inside, you didn't have to come into contact with the plant at all, and you're done for. Okay, maybe that was a little bit melodramatic, but you may be in for a 3-week miserable rash. So, how do we avoid it? Well, familiarize yourself with the plant and stay away from it. If you do happen to come in contact with one of these plants, you need to wash off as soon as possible with really, really warm, hot water, as hot as you can stand, and preferably with dishwashing soap. Regular soap is okay if you can't find something like Dawn. And when you wash in one direction so you're not just scrubbing it into your skin. Within 10 minutes is best. By the time you reach an hour or 2, you're probably going to have a reaction. People getting rid of this, don't burn the plants because this oil can be aerosolized, and for people who are sensitized, very susceptible to it, it can actually cause a fatal reaction in the lungs. So no burning, no burning. Send someone out and get rid of it, pull the weeds, make sure it's dead, and put it in a place where it's not going to bother anybody. Generally, poison ivy or other contact dermatitis tends to present in areas of the skin that have been exposed and in a linear pattern. Think about walking around and rubbing up against something. So if you see a rash like that and is very swollen and itchy, that's probably what's going on. Also, it tends to have a characteristic dewdrop on a rose petal appearance, meaning a red base with a fluid-filled blister. If that's the case, grab something to help calm things down. Oral antihistamines usually are not very effective because this reaction that's going on in your body is not a histamine-mediated reaction. Now, some people take them anyway, which is fine for allergies, but they're usually not very effective for this. It's not going to be harmful, but probably not helpful. Cold is your friend. Cool compresses and ice packs can help soothe that itching. Calamine lotion and other over-the-counter preparations can be helpful, especially things that have cortisone in them. Just use in caution when you're using it on the face because we don't want to cause skin thinning or pigmentation changes. If you have a large surface area of your body that's affected, or if it is on your face or in your unmentionable areas, you may need oral steroids. The biggest issue with this is that most of the time people need to be treated for over 14 days, or as soon as they get off of it, the rash will rebound and come back as bad as it was before. This rash takes 1 to 3 weeks to resolve. And so if there's a lot of involvement, this is not a quick, I'm gonna get a shot and 24 hours later it's gonna clear up. It's just not the nature of how this works. It's gonna need to be longer than that. If you are going to be cleaning out an area that has poison ivy or oak or sumac, first of all, see if you can find somebody who's not sensitized to it that can do that for you. But even if somebody doesn't react to it, I would tell them to use the same caution. This resin can penetrate into rubber or latex gloves. So you would need to wear a heavier vinyl or leather glove to protect your hands so that they're not covered, because then you can spread that oil anywhere else on your body. The rash itself is not contagious, but anything that has the oil on it will spread. So most important is familiarize yourself with these leaves so you can just stay plumb away from it. Wash it off as soon as possible, and if needed, call your doctor for help.